Hello everybody, it's Mr Veale here and I'm the head teacher of Atwood Primary Academy, which is in Sanderstead in Croydon, and it is Friday the 4th of September and it is the end, very nearly, the end of our first week back after lockdown. So we have made it. Can I say a huge thank you to mums and dads? You've been very good and you have listened to everything that we have asked you to do in terms of dropping off and picking up. You have remembered to wear your face masks and you have supported us by making sure that not only your hands but the hands of your children have been sanitized. So thank you very much. It's gone very smoothly and I know a number of you on the gate have said so. The children have been absolutely wonderful as usual. They have had quite a few differences from normal. One-way systems, frequent hand washing and sanitizing, eating in different halls. They have had different play times and lunch times and so on. But do you know what? They've been absolutely amazing and they've taken it all in their stride. But then we always knew that they would. I know as a parent myself, it's lovely to actually say goodbye to the children after such a long period of time where they've been at home. And it is only right and proper that children are with their friends, their peers, learning away from home. But we've just got to keep an open mind and keep a lookout for any spike, I suppose, in COVID, and we've got to be alert to any local lockdown or cases within our own school. So let's keep positive and hope that all goes well. Well, I hope you all had a wonderful summer holiday, summer vacation, as some of us across the pond might say. I and my family had a wonderful time. We staycation, we did a lot of camping, we spent a lot of time in Whitstable, we went swimming in the sea, we just had a great time. And it was really good weather, wasn't it? Apart from a couple of weeks of really windy weather, but you know I like my weather, and do you know what? One of our wonderful Year 6 pupils who left at the end of July gave me a really wonderful gift, and here it is. I wanted to show it to you. It is very delicate, but here it is, and it's called a storm glass. I'm going to try and get it a little bit closer. I can see that my head is now upside down in my monitor, but inside the storm glass is some liquid and some special crystals, and it is quite a historic weather forecasting bit of kit, and it was made famous on Charles Darwin's voyage on HMS Beagle because he had a very famous admiral called Admiral Fitzroy in the late 1800s, and actually we can thank Admiral Fitzroy, Robert Fitzroy, for really being the inventor of modern weather forecasting, so taking accurate data and looking at patterns in weather and so on. Anyway, I think basically the whole premise of the storm glass is that you do some good observing, like all good scientists do, and we can see in this occasion that the liquid in the glass is clear, and so apparently the weather will be bright and clear. So that's looking out of the window. Well, it's pretty bright and it's pretty clear. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping to see some change to see if it actually works, because I'm looking down at my screen here. It says, if the liquid contains small stars on sunny winter days, then snow is coming. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if it actually works. But subsequently, scientists have run a lot of tests on the storm glass, and they've said that it's only at best about 49% accurate. So it's either right or wrong by the sounds of it. But it is a wonderful gift. I'm really pleased and chuffed to have it. And it's a lovely object. So thanks, Jack. I can't wait to use it. It's been brilliant. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this week in history, which is way back the 7th of September 1838, and it relates to this lovely lady here who is Grace Darling. And many of you know the story of Grace Darling, but it never hurts to go and rerun it through because she is, I suppose, one of the pioneers of the lifeboat organisation. So on the 7th of September 1838, 22-year-old Grace Darling risked her life to save passengers on a sinking ship. Darling's father was a lighthouse keeper, and the family lived in Longstone Lighthouse on the Farne Islands off the coast of Northumberland, England. At around 4:30 a.m., Darling saw the steamship Forfarshire had crashed near the lighthouse. With her father, she rowed into the sea and saved 9 passengers, and Darling's bravery was reported in the newspapers, and her story spread all around the world. And like I say, having lived at the sea myself for over 20 years, it's still thrilling to see the lifeboat being launched. Sometimes we hear the maroon going up, which is like a huge firework that calls all of the lifeboat men and women from their places of work to rush to the lifeboat station in Whitstable and launch the lifeboat. But sometimes, I think more often than not, luckily, it's just a drill, and they practice launching the lifeboat. It's got a special waterproof tractor that pushes it into the sea, and then it zooms off. So I've got to thank, I suppose, on everybody's behalf, the wonderful work of the RNLI who keep us safe if we're in the water. But that's Grace Darling. Many of us will be in tune with the Black Lives Matter campaign, and we've mentioned this on our vlog before we broke up for summer, and I really do want to concentrate this year in the vlogs, really focusing on the positive work that Black community gives to all of us. And here is one of our modern day heroes, and of course it's Marcus Rashford. And we will all know that he's been tackling food poverty, an absolutely inspirational guy. So let's find out a bit more about Rashford. So we know, don't we, he's Man U, an England footballer, and he set up a group to tackle child food poverty in the UK. So on the 1st of September, Rashford announced that he joined forces with some of the UK's largest food companies, as well as businesses and charities. Rashford says he is confident the group can help change lives. So, what do we need to know? Well, what is food poverty? Food poverty is when people do not have enough money to buy healthy food. In the UK, around 2.5 million children live in households that do not have enough food. So in England, 1.3 million children receive free school meals because their family might not be able to afford to feed them. So what's Rashford doing? Well, he wants the government to put in place 3 recommendations. First, to provide free school meals to an extra 1.5 million children aged up to 16 whose parents need extra support. The second suggestion is that for all children on free school meals to be given them during the holidays, not just during term time. He also wants the value of Healthy Start vouchers, which can be used to buy food items, to be increased from £3.10 to £4.25 per week. Why is Rashford actually involved then? Well, when he was a child, Rashford relied on free school meals. His mum worked full-time, but the family could still not afford to buy food, or enough food, I should say. And in June, Rashford wrote to members of Parliament saying how important free school meals are, and persuaded the government to provide them to England over the summer holiday. He hopes that working with experts will enable him to do more to end child food poverty. He also hopes people who need free school meals will not be afraid to ask for them. I feel that at times people think they are being looked down on if they ask for help. Hold your head up high, and if you need help, go and get help. So what's the response been? Well, some members of Parliament have already tweeted their support for Rashford's plan. The government has said it will carefully consider calls to take fresh action to tackle childhood poverty. Well, you won't be surprised to know that obviously I'm 100% in agreement with Marcus Rashford. We are one of the richest countries in the world, and it's an absolute travesty that still children are living in food poverty. So go on, Marcus. I know you can do it. You can make people see some sense. So well done. Absolutely, this black life is mattering for other people. So well done. Well, that brings us to an end of the first vlog of the academic year 2020 to 21. And it's only a short one, so hopefully get some footage of what's been going on and around school for next week to show you. Can I just say have a lovely weekend and well done to everybody. Much anticipated return to the new normal. We've got to keep as a tight team, but I know we can do it. So have a great weekend and I'll catch you later. Take care. Bye.